Hi families, welcome to part 2 of our lesson on vocabulary for behavior. It's kind of a parenting class, and I have like the two big long videos that used to be number 18 and number 19 for this class. I've taken them aside, okay? This is going to focus more on vocabulary today, on giving you the tools, and then you can decide if you need more assistance, you need more support, you need more detailed information on how to manage behavior at home, then take the time, watch those other two videos. Okay? But this class, the new 18, 19, and 20, should give you enough to really get started and be able to really have good conversations with your child and help them to start to understand what your expectations are and what kinds of things are going to help them be successful and what kinds of things are going to get them in trouble. All right? Okay, so let's get started. We have the word perfect. That's the first word today, is perfect. You want to tell a kid, you want to give them praise. If they do something really, really well, you want to praise them. You want to say, that's perfect. So what we're going to do is we have a P on this hand, the letter P, and a P on this hand. Both hands have letter P. My non-dominant hand is going to flip over on its back like a dog that wants its belly scratched, okay? And the one leg of the P is going to be sticking up in the air, almost in an offensive fashion, but not quite. And then the other P is going to be palm down. This P is going to drive in a clockwise circle around this finger, okay? And then once it goes around one time, then it comes up and boops on the other finger. Those two middle fingers touch, boop, okay? So the whole sign looks like, I'll do it really slow. It goes around, boop, perfect, perfect. Okay, watch from the side. Perfect, perfect. So when your child does a really good job, you want to make sure that he or she has your full, positive, wonderful self. You know, that you're there to praise them and support them and tell them they did a good job, that they did it right, okay? We have perfect. We have the sign for good, okay? Good. This hand, whoops, let's stay in frame on the camera. This hand goes out like you're going to shake somebody's hand, okay? Like you're shaking, since I'm right-handed, it's going to be like I'm trying to shake hands with someone on my right. And it kind of stops out in front of me. All right, left hand would be the opposite. Stops right here, about just below shoulder level, okay? And then my right hand touches my chin and comes out. That could be a review sign. I need to go back. I've got myself pretty well organized now, but I'm not 100% sure. Good. Good. The opposite of that sign is bad, okay? Same hand that you would use for good. This hand goes away. You don't use it anymore. Just one-handed sign. Starts here on your chin, comes out and twists away. Bad. Bad. You can go all the way back and you can use that for the how do you feel. Feel good. Feel bad. Bad. Touch, out, away, and kind of down. Bad. Bad. As I talk about a lot in the other two, the original videos, it's really important that we try not to use the words good and bad to describe the children themselves, if we can help it. It's really a habit for me. I'm always saying good boy or good girl if kids are successful in class, but really you're wanting to talk about behavior. You say the behavior is good, or your art is good, or your work is good, not yourself, okay? Especially with bad. You don't want to say, you're bad. You want to say you're behaving badly, or your behavior is bad, or wrong, okay? But try to avoid telling a child that they themselves are bad. It's kind of funny. Psychologically, we are strange animals. We have a real way of internalizing that, so we want to avoid it if possible, okay? Let's see. Good, bad. It's time for great. It's just two hands, fingers together, thumbs out, and they just go up twice, almost like you're double high-fiving somebody. Great, great, perfect, good, or bad, okay? Then there's a sign that means complain. complain, or whine. Okay. Okay. Complain or whine. There's a similar sign that goes cough. It's like a C, and the whole C goes like this onto your chest, like you're putting Iron Man or Spider-Man logo maybe onto your shirt, and then like it moves up and down like this. That's cough twice. Complain or whine is like the claw, the claw hand, and it's going to tap 2 times. The whole hand taps twice on your chest like this. Complain or whine. And you can modulate it with your face. So you can go like whining or tired, I'm complaining. All right? Next sign is, we talked about mad and all these different variations. What we want to do now is a sign that's really kind of related to behavior. Sometimes our kids just kind of lose it. It could be a tantrum, in the store or at home, where they just get really mad and they blow up. Okay? So what the sign is S hand on my non-dominant hand. My dominant hand is going to be a 5 hand shape. And it's going to come down. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm remembering correctly. Just stays in that hand shape and just, like there was pressure, and this is like a pressure cooker, and then it blows the lid off. Okay, like it blows up. Okay, that's like to be really mad, to lose it, to blow up. Okay, when we're trying to encourage our children to respond to things that they don't like or they don't want, we want to encourage them to be patient. Patient. This is an A hand shape. This part of the finger right here is going to stroke right down that groove in my chin. Okay? Patient. Patient. 2 times. Patient, please. Patient. All right, next sign is nice. Many times we want to tell kids, please be nice. Okay, so we're going to say nice. Nice. This is 2 hands like this, fingers together, thumbs out. Non-dominant hand, palm up. Dominant hand, palm down. Starts here, and it's going to move across the fingers. Okay? Nice. So, you be nice. Or, wow, nice. You did a good job. Okay? Another sign, something we don't want to see, is if kids are not being nice, they're being mean. They often feel that we are being mean. Sometimes when we have rules and we're being strict. What we're going to do, okay, you're going to use both hands, fingers out, and then they start with your dominant hand kind of up and your non-dominant hand kind of down and sticking out, like you're going to handshake somebody, but your fingers aren't together, okay? This hand comes down like it's going to tear paper off, okay? As this one comes down, it closes into a claw and then changes to a fist as it gets all the way down, okay? And the other hand also closes when it goes by. The side looks like this. Okay, mean. All right, a lot of times when we're warning kids, hey, don't do that, I think they see a lot of this sometimes from parents that may not know all the signs yet that they need. Like, hey, you stop it. Stop it right now. You're going to be in trouble. Okay, you don't want to do that. You just want to say, trouble will, you will get in trouble. Sign for trouble is B hands from the alphabet. They come right up by the side of your head, kind of right next to your eyes, like this. I'll turn a little sideways for this one. And then they bend from the first knuckles here. I think those are called the first knuckles. I'm not sure. I think they even, this sign probably should cross in front of your face a little bit too. So you can sign you will trouble. Okay. Or don't want trouble. Don't want trouble. Okay. Hit. Sometimes kids do this. Sometimes adults do this, unfortunately. But we're talking with kids, we want to make sure we understand the sign for hit. Hit. This is just my pointy finger on my left hand. My dominant hand, my right, is a fist, and it strikes across that other finger. Hit. Hit. If they hit you in a specific way, like if a child gets mad and like slaps your leg, you can show them exactly what it is they did. You did that to me, or you like hit me in the face. You know, you can kind of act it out a little bit to show them more specifically. But the general sign for hit is hit. Hit. Okay? Now, one way that you can respond to the kids being in trouble is you can put them in timeout. Timeout. It looks kind of like the football sign, okay? Timeout. Timeout. Now, you may not know, but at Gallaudet University, they developed the huddle where all the football players, you know, get together and they have a secret conversation about what play they're going to do next. So that was actually developed by deaf people. And I think the timeout sign might be from deaf historically as well, but I'm not sure. I have to check on that. But it won't be the first sign related to sports or football specifically that has come from deaf people. So cool little side note for you. Then we have the sign for Spank. As I said in my other videos, you know, just being very open with you 2-3 times altogether. You know, I've been really lucky. My daughters I have spanked before. I don't recommend it as the first option for responding to children's behavior, but at the same time I have a lot of respect for parents, and I want you guys to know that I'm not judging you for how you might be disciplining your children. Okay, I just want you to have the tools that you need to be able to respond to whatever behavior is happening at home. So, sign for Spank. Left hand here, fist up. My arm is at an angle, the elbow here, so the fist is about a level with my shoulder. This hand, this is the spanking hand, it comes down and strikes the elbow twice. This is like the butt. Okay, okay, just twice. I did it 3 times. I don't know why. Do it twice. Spank. Spank. All right. I talk about in the other video, I talk about how deaf children love to take your power from you and give it to themselves. And one way they do this is by closing their eyes when it's time to be looking, when it's time for communication to happen. If the kids are upset and they don't want the communication, that is the typical deaf response. They close their eyes, they turn away. Because it's the same thing as sticking fingers in the ears and saying, la, 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 I don't want to listen. So we have to respond to that. We'll work on that. Both in the other videos, we discuss a little bit how you can respond to that behavior. Right now, I want you just to know the signs, okay? These are your eyes. Like, think of L hand shapes, okay? Now, close them a little bit and turn them so that it's almost like you're going to pinch your eyes closed, okay? When you have this here and you close it down, you close your own eyes too. Eyes closed. And then eyes open. Eyes open. This is similar to wake up, okay? So you can tell your child, eyes closed, that's the rule, we can't do that. Eyes open, must. All right, we'll talk about the sign for must in just a minute. All right, eyes open, eyes closed. Next sign is to refuse. Okay, it's almost like you're hitchhiking the other direction. You have your 10 hand shape out. This arm, the elbow kind of plants on an imaginary surface, and then you yank it back over your shoulder. Refuse. Next sign is ignore. Ignore, which is some of that, or the eyes closed and they don't want to look at you. It is ignore. Okay, this is a 4. Remember from your numbers, right? You take the 4 and touch your nose with your index finger and swing it away. Okay, that means ignore. Ignore. You can use the sign ignore telling someone, like, if they're frustrated because their brother is bothering them, say just ignore him. Just ignore him. Or the rule could be, don't ignore me. You can't do this. I'm trying to talk with you. That's the rule. Okay. Ignore. Then some more general signs. Just 2 more, and then we'll be done. First sign is punish. You take your index finger, bend it, and you have your arm here. This is just a S hand shape like a fist. It's at an angle, your fist higher than your elbow. This one, bend the index finger into a hook and then strike it down across the bottom part of your arm. Just one time. Punish. Punish. Okay? Punish. Punish. And the last sign is kind of the opposite of that, the more positive response, and that's to reward. To reward or to give. Okay? Again, these are X hand shapes from the alphabet, both hands. Both of them start in close to your body, like you have a box or something. My dominant hand is a little closer, and my non-dominant's a little farther out. And then they go up and out. Okay. This is give or gift or reward. So related to behavior, we're going to talk about it like it means reward. So if you have good behavior, you're going to get a reward. If you have bad behavior or wrong behavior, you're going to get a punishment. So don't want it. All right? So 2 videos down, we've got one more tools for you in helping, let's see, how do I say this? I'm helping you to help your child help himself to have, or herself, to have better behavior. So as always, my power to you, and I will see you in just a few minutes, honestly, but whenever you watch the next video, we will finish this topic and then we'll move on to other things. Okay? Bye, families.